Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. This is episode number 17. I'm so glad that you're all here. There's been 40 people waiting for the show to start, so thank you very much. I just clicked the start and already got a message that Hangouts is going away on August 1st, so that's kind of a bummer to start the show, but we'll figure out something to do the show anyway. But Hangouts has been good for us. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want the show to mostly be about you guys tonight. We talk a lot, and sometimes we don't always get to see what's in the chat. So I want to focus a little bit more on that tonight. I thought maybe we could do a little Q&A. I definitely wanted to give away all these prizes, of course. And what I said earlier in Facebook is that if we get to 100 people watching this video, I'm going to give a 7th giveaway away. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be able to do that. But before we get started, I want to introduce the panel with us tonight. A great group of people, some new first-timers as well. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to start off, as always, with us, Mr. Jeff Morris. Welcome.
Hey, everyone. Good Sunday evening.
Happy Sunday to you as well. We also have all the way from Australia, Mr. Jason Bond is with us tonight.
Happy Monday to all. I'm from the future.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We also have, for the very first time, Miss Victoria is joining us. She's a collector from the Facebook group, and she's also going to be our featured collector for this month. So, Victoria, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's nice to see you and meet you officially on here.
Yes.
First time. Awesome. Thank you. We also have joining us, I'm glad you could make it, Mr. Mac Main. Thank you, Mac.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on, Chris?
Absolutely. How are you?
Yeah, all right,
It's
good.
sexual chocolate.
That's right, Mr. Sexual Chocolate right there. If you don't know Mac, he does have Mac collections on YouTube. Definitely check that out. Does amazing content. Just absolutely love it. So definitely check his stuff out. And also joining us for the very first time, we have kind of a store royalty here tonight. We have Todd from Spec Fiction. Hey, Todd.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here. Thanks for having me. It's my first time on a live chat, so it's cool so far.
All right. Well, we hope we don't scare you away.
I'm nervous.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, I do want to put a little pressure on the two newbies a little bit, just if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, just real briefly, kind of, what you like in the collecting game and what you do. Victoria, if we'd start with you, I know you collect a lot of Harley Quinn type things. So tell us a little bit about your collection and what you like.
I do. I actually started off collecting Harley Quinn. Not me, really, personally. I started playing video games first. I'm a huge video game person. And somebody gave me the Arkham game. So I ended up playing it, ended up falling in love with Harley Quinn from Arkham Asylum. And while I was in the service, I met one of my friends. He happens to be one of my best friends. And he gave me my very first Harley Quinn statue. So now it's all downhill from there.
Now it starts.
So I started collecting statues after that. Once I got out and moved back, because you can't really have a lot because I lived in a barracks room. So once I moved back here to Staten Island in New York, I was like, you know what, let me continue. So now I have probably over about 200 Harley Quinn statues.
Wow.
And
Never have too much Harley, Victoria.
No, absolutely not. And now I just recently started collecting more DC. So now I have like Poison Ivy. I'm also big into the Batman Who Laughs. So he's right up there with my obsession too. So yeah, now I just collect basically anything that's really DC and a little bit of Deadpool because everybody loves Deadpool.
That's awesome. That's very cool. Well, man, I can't believe you have that many Harleys. That is so cool. Do you also like the comics and stuff too, or just?
I do. I started collecting the comics about 2 months ago. So now I go back and whatever comics I don't have, I start collecting now. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then also, Todd, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So I mean, I started collecting comics when I was, a kid. And that kind of just went to like action figures. And then I kind of got over it when I was like 12. And what brought me back was I was at my girlfriend's house when I was 18. and they had a Lord of the Rings Éomer statue, I think, from Sideshow Weta, and I was like amazed by that. And I was just so I got the Sideshow Witch King. That was like in 2002 or 2003, and ever since then, I just kind of went crazy. I probably have over like 300 statues by now, and I love collecting. I started Sideshow when I was 18, 19, and yeah, now I'm here, and I have literally a collection of like probably 300 statues now. So yeah.
Now, are they at your personal place, or do you have them in your store as well? Or
yeah, I mean, so like at my personal house, obviously I can't display 300 statues, but I have about like 15 to 20, and then the rest are just in storage until I get a new house that can hold all that stuff. But yeah, everything kind of
you can't have that many in your house, because look at Jason's house behind.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah,
That many back there.
I guess so. But yeah, I mean,
don't worry, I know your pain.
But yeah, I mean, like I love XM stuff. There's still a lot of good Sideshow stuff. But I like to also collect like kits and get them painted, because it's kind of like I like having a painter paint kits, because it's just like it truly is like a one of a kind piece.
Yeah.
There's no other piece like that, so that's kind of where I'm headed towards right now. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to compliment you. Everything I hear about Spec Fiction, I hear amazing customer service. I hear, just top of the line quality. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I mean, I just we try to do something different. Just have a more like personal touch, basically, because there's a lot of places that get statues and stuff like that. But we just try and do it a little differently, just to have a more personal experience when you're buying something this expensive, So.
Well, Todd, what I reckon it is to probably separate you from the other ones that run it like a business, right?
Yeah, right.
One of the biggest ones here in Australia is Pop Culture.
Right. I've heard of that.
Run by a bunch of fans.
Right. Exactly.
But when you talk to them, you're talking to like one of us.
I talk to people on the phone all the time. Like I've made a bunch of friends from doing this, and that's what I like to do, and that's fun. That's what makes it fun still, So
I think that's the best thing, is if you own a place and you're a collector yourself, so you know how everything can be handled. And I think that's a really good thing. And I've dealt with Pop Culture before, and they were great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than trying to get something, because the only licensed Sideshow dealer in Chattanooga is a place where it's in our mall. They have a bunch of kids working there. They never know how much something is if they happen to have something. And it's, they're like, well, I think we have the box.
Oh.
And it's like, I would hope so. And then it's like, I'll pack it. You just get the box.
Yeah, don't touch the bloody statue.
Yeah, don't touch it. I'll get it out. I'll get it out the window.
That's too funny.
Well, that actually happened to a shop that I was at once. They actually had a Supergirl statue, the Sideshow one there, and someone had like shoved it into the display cabinet and snapped off half the hair.
Wow.
And then just glued it back on and gone, oh, we can give you a $25 discount on it. And I'm like, I don't think so.
No.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to send out another link here. Let me see. Let me make sure I go back here.
So what are you, Todd and Victoria, what are your favorite pieces in your collection you have?
I think mine probably right now is probably the Maddox Magneto. I just recently got that. It truly is special, like when you see it in person. And then I got this piece commissioned by a Japanese artist named Yuki Morita, I believe. And that's probably one of my favorite pieces. I can send you guys a picture of it later, but it's just a one of a kind sculpture that he sculpted by hand, and it's probably like 2 to 3 feet tall.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of hard to describe, but it's just like basically it's a person's head with all of his like thoughts coming out of his head, and it's like all these different monsters and stuff. And it's just it's one of the best pieces I've ever seen. Yeah, I'll show you guys later, Cool. But it's awesome. So yeah.
I think for me, I have two. I have the one that that really started it off. My Arkham Asylum that my friend Danny got me, and then I have my Holy Grail, which I acquired back in February, which is the Prime one, Harley Quinn. So that was definitely a grail for me, and to get that one was like Christmas in February.
So that the Arkham one that you mentioned, was that the black and white one that was red, that had the red coloring on it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's such a great piece. I love that.
That was my very first one, and from there it was a slippery slope.
I still think it's one of the best Harleys they've ever done. I love that. I wish it was bigger scale.
Me too. Maybe they'll make a life-size one.
That person who first sold us a statue, we now think of that bloke in the alleyway. Hey man, you want to buy something?
Yeah. That's how it starts. Like, you don't even buy your first statue; somebody gives it to you, and then it's all downhill from there.
Look, actually, funny you say that, Victoria, because that's exactly what happened with me. I was, I used to go into these shops with my wife because she loved the bombshells. So we were right into the DC bombshells line there. That's how we got our start. So that's how I got her into it. I got the wife on board with it. And so essentially, like, we'd go and look at them, and they had like the quarter scales on display, and I'd be like, man, look at that. And they had the red sunset on display in this shop, and I'm like, oh, let me tell you. And I was talking to her about an hour and a half about the story of the comic book, and she's looking at me and she goes, so I gather you want them? And I went, oh, nah, not at the price. I said, who's going to spend that amount of money on something like that? I've now got like over 80 of them of the quarter scale in here. So yeah, like me, I'm one of them people.
Yeah. Who's going to spend it? Me, this one right here.
And more.
I do also want to compliment you, Jason, because if you are a member of the groups, you saw that Jason, quote unquote, retired here about a week ago.
Yeah.
But thank you to Sideshow Collectibles for coming out with the Flash, because it brought you back in.
Actually, no, I want to give credit where it's due. So blokes like yourself, George from MCE, Alex and Gio from Rad Titan, even Gem Mint, everyone reached out to me. Man, are you all right? Like, is everything okay? This was a big shock. This was a big surprise. And just the camaraderie I felt from the collecting community was sort of like really made me reevaluate whether do I want to be out or like I still want to be part of this with all the good friends and that I've made doing this.
So
I'm glad to hear that. And that brings up a point to me is that, this community, yes, there's going to be negativity. Yes, there's going to be thumbs down. Yes, there's going to be hate. But the majority, 99.9% of this community loves each other. We support each other. And that's what it's all about, is bringing each other up, commenting, congratulating somebody when they get a new statue, congratulating somebody when they do a pre-order, being excited for them, because we know how excited it is to get these things and to order these things and to be a part of all this. So I feel very strongly that we are a very amazing, positive community. And, comments like that shows, everybody has each other's back. It just, even though sometimes it might seem, everybody's negative all the time, but I really don't feel that way. I feel like we inspire each other.
I think what you're saying there, Chris, if you are one of these people that go looking for the negativity and you engage with the negativity, well, you're just going to be surrounded by it. The smartest way to go is if you're scrolling through Facebook or you're watching a YouTube video or something like that, and there's something you don't like, don't bloody watch. Don't look at it. Scroll on by.
That's right.
Don't antagonize yourself and bring yourself down to their level. And the other thing is too, man, I couldn't walk away because then I wouldn't be able to hear Sexual Chocolate's bloody Barry White impersonation. And that would just devastate me.
Let's hear something, Mac. Let's hear something.
Well, Jason, I didn't think you were going to be gone for long anyway, so I figured you'd be back anyway.
There were a whole bunch of people that are like, that's bull,
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's no escaping this hobby, man. Sorry.
Nah.
Like the mafia, once you're in, you don't come out.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say I'm blown away. Not only the fact that we were able to get to 10,000 people, subscribers on this channel. I still remember getting the first 100, and I remember like, how in the world is there 100 people that cares about this? And so it really encouraged me to keep going, and it's because of all of you out there that made me want to continue to put out content and come up with different ideas for things on this channel. And it's all thanks to you. 10,000. I still cannot even fathom that. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, congrats,
Thank you
man.
for supporting
Congrats.
me. Thank you for supporting other video creators out there. You know, Jason just mentioned a bunch of them. Mac, your channel. Just this is what makes this community so great. And over 120 people. I think that's the most we've ever had on this show ever. And I know a lot of you were here for the giveaway, so I want to give the first one away right now. Okay. So the first one we're going to give away is this one right here. This is the Gallery Harley Quinn Suicide Squad edition. Victoria, do you have this one?
Nope, I don't.
All right. Fingers crossed for you. All right. So as I did say on the channel, I do want to preface it by saying that the winners, I do ask that you please pay for shipping. What you're going to have to do is, if I have your email address that you provided it, I'll email you. If not, and you are the winner, please email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. So thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. Let me know what you won, and we'll get this shipped out to you. So I'm really excited. So here's the first one. So what I did is I put everybody's names and comments in this awesome app here, and it's going to let me draw multiple winners. So I'm just going to draw one at a time. So the winner of the first winner is MCE. That is hilarious.
That's hilarious.
George, that is hilarious. George says, congratulations on getting to 10K, bro. We are on this road together, it seems. I always love the detailed reviews and the room tour, of course. Keep it coming. Congratulations again. So George from MCE got the first one. That's crazy. So there you go, George. Congratulations. That's too funny.
Jimmy Junga.
That's too funny. Let's give one more. This is the Aquaman again from Diamond Select. Right there. Did a review on this one. Okay. All right. This one is Luis Odeja. And he says, statue chats are my favorite. I'm going to screenshot that so I make sure I know who's who. So I know I've seen him in the groups before as well, but Luis, congratulations to you on that.
Congratulations,
That's
Lewis.
awesome. So 2 giveaways
Really
there.
nice bloke.
All right. Should we do one of yours, Todd?
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Which one are you gonna
wanna
do?
first?
I think the Batman 6 scale, the Mondo.
Okay. So this is a Mondo figure, right?
Did you get those yet? You
I
didn't get
haven't
them.
got them in yet.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet.
They should be there probably tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah,
Shipping
anyway.
takes forever sometimes.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about that figure?
Yeah, so it's just the Batman, the animated series figure, 6 scale figure from Mondo. I think it's like a pretty underrated piece. I think Mondo pieces in general, like at least in this community, a lot of people aren't aware of those pieces. I don't know, because I feel like not a lot of people talk about that figure, but I think it's really impressive. It's really well, the articulation is really awesome. It looks exactly like, Batman from the animated series. Has a lot of cool switch outs. It's an awesome figure. So yeah.
That's what I was impressed with. How just so many switch outs.
Yeah,
I've never seen a figure have that many before.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's really awesome. So
That's awesome. Well, I want to again thank you, Todd, for providing these 3. Just absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much.
yeah, anytime.
Let's do it here. It's repick. This is crazy. All right, this one is Whiplash Collectors. Stephen Lee. He says, "I love your Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc videos." That's crazy. I cannot believe. There were literally over 500 comments, so I can't believe it. So anyway, Whiplash Collectors, Stephen, that one's yours if you want it. Make sure I.
Do people actually deny these or?
I've done a couple of giveaways before where I contact them and email them with the information they provided, and then they just never emailed me back.
Oh, okay.
So what I've done, and I think there was a couple times where I just redid the contest again. So, and I might do that this time if somebody doesn't want it or they don't contact me back, then what I'll do is I will just do it again for another giveaway or something. So we'll see. All right, let's do one more. Do you want to do the Mondo Harley?
Yeah, do that one.
Okay, so this is again another really cool statue. I saw this one in person in Kansas City. It's really neat. Harley's kind of sitting down on a card, right?
Yeah, exactly. And she's kind of listening to some records, and all the records have like the Joker's face on them.
Oh, that one's cool. 'Cause it's
Fingers
like-
crossed for you, Victoria.
Is it
this
the
one-
waiting for my J-Man statue?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I have that one.
yeah,
I do.
it's an awesome statue, isn't it? Right?
It is, and it's very beautiful. It's got a very beautiful
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's super awesome.
That's awesome. All right, let's do that. Let's pick Harley. All right, this one is, let's see, I think it's Ty Nugent. Not sure if you can see that or not.
Win. I think his
Win,
last name is
win,
Win.
Ty
yeah.
Nguyen.
Win.
He says, I enjoy all your videos. I like the tips and they guide me and help me a lot, and the statue reviews. So congratulations. You just won a Harley. You can screenshot that.
Congratulations.
It's a very beautiful one too.
Awesome. Congratulations, Ty. Very cool. That's awesome.
Actually, as a matter of fact, if he's watching, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Sure.
If he's watching, she's actually right there.
Yeah,
That's her.
awesome.
Go down just a little bit there. Let me select you so everybody can see it a little bit better. Yeah, it's such a cool statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
So yeah, it's really underrated. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Mondo.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had I remember
love the
seeing this
record
blurb
player.
about it, but I didn't really see much press at the time. But then I saw it in person. I'm like, man, I agree. It's underrated.
Yeah, it's
It's really a cool piece. It's awesome. I want to give a shout out real quick to some of the people in the chat that's joining us tonight. Got Dave Cassie in the house. Hey, Dave. Iron Demonic Marino. Big Daddy Kane. Glenn L. Hello. Adam Moladano. Maybe you said that right. Moladano. Nocturnal Statue Review. Hello. Edwin Diaz. Hello, Edwin. Island Boy 87. Gabriel Roth. Spark Extractor 10,000. Let's see. Paul Rip. Bays. Lunatic Zach. Seeing some people that haven't been in the chat before, so welcome. Glad you're joining us tonight. Zell Washington. Andy Contreras. Spider X. Barbara Lopez. Hey, Barbara. Sam Blake. Let's see. Benny Vogel.
Dude and child of the atom.
All right. Hey, Tim's in the house.
Oh.
Haven't got down to that part. Eric,
Good luck with the bleaching, eh, Tim?
what'd you say?
I said good luck with the bleaching.
You don't want to know.
Oh,
Jason M's in the house. Poor boy collector Instagram
This
Ayrton 15.
the
Come on,
chat's just going crazy. Just I can't keep track of what's going on in there.
quick.
It's just one after another.
Yeah, it's actually just flying fast,
Yeah.
man. I'm looking at it.
Got 136 people in here. That's so freaking awesome.
Oh, Jesus. Chris, you better get the
Yeah.
shirt off, mate.
Yeah.
That's all you, my man. That's all you. Skills Power 3R. Rodrigo Fiera. Comic Addiction. Odd Couple Statue Review. I know that guy.
That weird bastard. You got to be wary of that guy.
Funny
So
Farm.
everybody make sure to go hit that like button too.
Hey, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesse Hernandez. Nitrous 17. Ian H. Paradox Nerd. Hey, PJ. Let's see if I missed.
Comic Addiction and Collector's Digest. Jay Rogers. Jay Goose. Vincent Mondano. Skills Power. Andy Contreras. I think that's what. Contreras. Jeebus the Collector. Ian H. Mickey, LMNO Popsicle, Tony Tiger. Jeez, man.
Yeah,
The list just goes on and on.
Yeah.
that's still one of Jeff's
Golden
favorites,
Apple
right?
Bottom.
Elemento popsicle, right?
Uh-huh.
I still remember that one, Jeff, when you did that announcement. That was great. Entertainment. Trigger happy 5.
Very much, Gabe.
That's so
100
awesome.
144.
Wow.
All right, so I said if we were going to get over 100, I would do an extra giveaway tonight, and that's what we're going to do. I wanted to show you these because I thought they were really fun. These are by Diamond Select also, and these are. I'll show you these. I don't know if you guys have seen these or not. They're called Mini Mites, and they have all of these really cool figures: Batgirl, Nightwing. Show you. I've got a review coming up here next week.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Batman and Joker right
Wow.
there. And Batwoman and Catwoman there.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do, I'll probably do some of them in a separate giveaway, but I'm going to give away these two right here. This is part of a box set. It's more of a rare set. So I'm going to give that away as an extra giveaway tonight. And let's go to the phone again here.
Yeah, the overriding comments coming in from the chat, Chris, is they remind them of the Lego movie characters.
You know, that's exactly what I said. They're just like bigger versions of them,
Yeah.
which is cool. But I think they're really fun. And they're like, I don't know how clear this is, but they're like super painted well. Just, they're neat. They're cool.
Nightwing's got his 6-pack.
The winner of these guys, yeah, he does. The chests are really cool on all of them. All right, the winner on that one is Andrew Martin. See if we can see that or not.
Congrats, Andrew Martin.
Andrew Martin. And Andrew says, I love all the unboxing. So thank you again, Andrew, for entering. You get a screenshot of that.
And Chris loves you too.
That's right. Absolutely. All right. So those are those. All right. We'll wait a little bit on the last two. How's that sound, guys?
Yep. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Because you don't want to give away the big stuff right away and then watch the views plummet.
Chat drop.
That's right.
A tumbleweed will blow through.
It's
What I
like
like to do-
if you're watching one of them big prime time shows and they go, and my decision is, and then boom, ad break.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got to stretch it out just a little bit and make you guys sweat in there. That's right. Absolutely. So here's what I want to do. I want to talk to you guys, but also if you guys have any questions for any of us in the chat, questions you want to ask me or anybody in the panel, I would love for you to write it in the chat. Just kind of a Q&A session here. I want to be a little bit more interactive with the people in the chat. So hopefully that will do that. Again, we have so many people
Before we
in
do
the
that,
chat.
Chris, I'll just make one quick announcement. No, guys, I do not own kangaroos or koalas.
There goes my question.
You should at least have one of them, Jason.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just assumed they issued them to all Australian people
No.
when you were born.
Kangaroos are vicious, man. They'll tear you to shreds.
They're mean, huh?
Well, they'll put they've got these little front paws, right? They put the front paws. You think, oh, he's coming in for a cuddle, and they put it on your shoulder, and they use that to then use their big legs to claw down from your chest all the way down your torso. So they're not cool.
So you're saying that you fought one? Is that what you're saying?
Me personally, no, I'm not that silly.
So they tear you up like a velociraptor. That's what
Pretty
you're
much,
saying.
yeah.
You
So, Walter Van Winkle asks, how long will it take Bane to ship to my house? I thought that was a good one. It depends on where you live, but absolutely. Good luck to
How
you.
much you willing to pay for shipping?
That's right. Let's see. For the panel, what are you hoping to be revealed by Sideshow at San Diego Comic-Con? I thought that was a good question right there.
Martian Manhunter.
I do feel like they're going to have a really strong DC presence.
I think so too.
I have a really strong feeling. We did
They've already
see-
done their Marvel stuff, so we don't need to worry about that.
Well, I think we will see some of it, but I feel like they've released so much already or teased so much already that I do feel like they've kind of left DC behind a little bit with Mr. Freeze and also Scarecrow being revealed this last week. I'm optimistic that we might even see maybe another villain, possibly.
Two-Face could be a distinct possibility if we're going by that artwork that they released.
I would love that.
Because put it this way, I actually went to a mate's place through the week, and he's actually got that the Rogues art print, the Batman Rogues one.
Yes.
And when I was looking at when I was having a good look at it up close, because that thing's massive, man, it's huge. And I said, look, you look at what they're doing there. I said, that's the new Joker they've just done. That's the new Harley they've just done. That's the Killer Croc they did. And all the characters in the painting look like the statues that they've produced. So in that, you've got Man Bat was in the background, and also Two-Face and Riddler. So I think
I'm very optimistic. Whenever Chris from Sideshow was on, I did ask him about that. Could have made a bet, and he said, "I'll take that bet." So I'm very optimistic that we're going to see eventually all of those characters. I think, because people have been asking for them for so long. I imagine Sideshow is probably pretty tired of people asking for them. I did think it was funny that they had a dead Robin in the Scarecrow base, instead of an actual Robin, because a lot of people have been asking for him as well. But
then which one? That's the problem with the Robin character. It's like, okay, so do you want Dick Grayson? Do you want Damian Wayne? Do you want Timothy Drake? Which one do you want? Jason Todd?
Yeah. I think a lot of people want Nightwing.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like if they brought out a Dick Grayson one, people would be like, oh, but I really want a Nightwing.
Yeah.
There's always going to be people that's not going to be happy. You can bring out something that everybody wants, and then there's always going to be that group of people that's going to be like, well, I wanted this one.
Well, if anyone's unhappy with Flash, then they're just stupid.
What about the rest of you guys? What would you like to see from that event?
I mean, I want to see a Penguin, honestly. I'd like to see their take on Penguin for sure. More so
There's another one in that art print, Todd. So
really? Okay. I'd love to see that. I would really love to see that. I'm also curious whether or not like Prime One will be there. I think everyone's kind of curious about that, and I don't think.
I do not believe so.
Yeah, which is weird, but
they're actually scaling back. Even like Wonderfest and stuff, and they've said before like we're not going to go to Wonderfest, and then they change their mind and they do.
Mm-hmm.
They keep saying that they're going to just premiere things at their store. Mm-hmm. Which is really cool that they do that, but there's not very many people that are probably going to see it.
Right.
How many people are traveling to Japan to go to the Prime One store?
Yeah. And I wonder if Iron Studios will have like a bigger footprint there now that Prime One's gone.
That was my guess that they will take up that full footprint that Prime One took up.
Yeah, because Prime One was a huge part of the SDCC display. So you have to fill that in with something.
I think we'll see that whole end game set up.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they had a DC version of
that. I think they'll have that 1/10.
Yeah, and if they had
the thing.
Yeah, I'd like to see the X-Men version of that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
if they had that there, and I'd like to see a DC version of that as well. If they make that, that'd be really cool too.
Hopefully, they'll have that Michael Keaton Batman and Batmobile.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. That I really want to see it in person, actually.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
So tell me why have they not made, or why has nobody made a Penguin? What is it about Penguin that everybody's scared of?
Yeah, I mean, only like Tweeterhead made the classic Penguin, but I really want to see Tweeterhead make like a superpowers Penguin, because I'm sure it'd be awesome. I
think it's in the works.
Okay. Maybe, like, what is he revealing at Comic-Con? Didn't he say he was going to reveal something? Or
I'm not at liberty to say, but
okay.
I think there's going to be a nice presence there.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the Penguin question, but
you didn't know.
I don't know why. They're not making Penguins, because that's like one of the coolest characters, honestly, in my opinion.
And I hear, and let me see. I want to see who asked the question. I want to give you credit for asking. About Action Boss said, "Hey Chris, how do you feel about a Riddler premium format statue?" I feel like Riddler and Penguin have been the most requested premium format characters out of all of them. Of course, I would love to see
the rest you can get in other formats, Chris. That's probably why.
Say that again.
Like the other characters, and that you can get in other formats. Like if you really wanted the Two-Face and you on you had to have a Two-Face, you probably would have got the Prime One. You know what I mean, and stuff like that.
But there's still, and I agree with that, but I still feel like there are way more 4 scale collectors than there are half or third scale.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Well,
know?
you see that in the resales. Like, very rarely will you see someone, unless it's like, say, Frank Miller Dark Knight or something like that. Will they be able to sell it for what they pay? Usually, it's a couple of $100 cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, and shipping's rough too. I mean, I
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
I don't ever have to sell mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
particularly when you get them ones that are 2 boxes. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's what's killing me.
worst.
I was telling the people in the chat
Look at
here.
Mac laughing with that big bloody Hulk buster behind him. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's also from Todd, by the way.
Oh, is it really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. Awesome.
Todd's like, damn, I should have kept it.
Like, no, you should have said, "Damn, I should have charged it more."
Yeah.
I just put it together. I just put it together. Who you are? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. No.
Speaking of
They'll
boxes,
bring
I'm
back
talking.
pallets of statues to his house.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, all these 2-box statues kind of coming in. Yeah, they're killing as far as space saving. I know I have a storage unit to keep all my boxes in mostly.
Yeah.
I was telling-
you have to.
Yeah,
I was
just like
telling all
no
the
way.
guys in here before the show started that we went and looked at a house today, and
Yeah.
I think we're going to put a bid tomorrow on a new house. And I don't know whether it'll happen or not, but my thought instantly goes to I'm going to have to pack all these statues away, and the house has a great place for another bat cave. It's perfect, but again, just thinking about all those boxes, I mean, they're literally taking up whole rooms in my house, and I'm sure you guys are the same way,
Yeah.
or a storage unit. So it's just, yeah, those 2 boxes, they kill you big time.
I just live in mine. Nobody else does that. I live in my boxes. No one else does that. Just me. All right.
Hey, you put enough foam in there; it's pretty warm in there.
I mean,
It's all right.
this isn't a house or anything. This is boxes. I painted all this.
That's
That's
awesome.
hilarious.
How about the rest? Who hasn't spoken yet about San Diego? What else would you like to see?
Jeff.
I don't.
I don't know. I think there'll be some more DC characters because I think they're starting to pick up speed with that. I think we'll see another X-Man. I think we might see Cyclops.
What about Gambit?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I could see them.
I think
doing
they'll
that.
save him to last.
You can't do a Gambit. What about all them poor flippers that are trying to sell the old one for $1,400? What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
It'll still sell for $1,400. It's still the one to have, honestly.
Well,
Hey,
you don't know. I mean, like, in saying that, I think that Sideshow's really smashing the new ones like out in the quality stakes. You know, like you hold I'm just looking at mine at the moment. If you hold, like, say, Batgirl up against, say, the new Wonder Woman, or even like Satana, like, yeah, no comparison.
No.
I want to give another shout out to Jason. I was looking for the original Captain Hook premium format by Disney. Very rare piece. Sideshow owned the license for a while, and I think they only did 4 pieces. I think.
Yeah.
But Jason found one for me this week, so thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy. As soon as I saw the ad, I went, "Oh, I know who wants that."
Yeah, that's very good price. Very good price. So eBay is like charging $4,000. So
Yeah.
Wow,
Got it.
4,000 for that?
Amazing price. So thank you.
You
Yeah,
have
there was that. There was Malavent from the what's that movie? What they did? You know, the one with the witch.
Maleficent, yeah.
Yeah, Maleficent,
Angelina
and what else was there? There was also there was Mickey you could get as well from Fantasia. I think that was one they did as well.
They're neat.
Mm.
We'll go back and see if we can find any more questions here.
Yeah, somebody's asked about that the Prime One, you getting into the bust and that Batman 1-to-1 scale. If you were looking into getting that, Chris.
Oh, from Infinity Studio.
Yeah.
I really like that Batman bust. I don't know if I'm a big enough Affleck fan to get it. I did really consider the Wonder Woman bust, and I know Todd sold some at Spec Fiction. I did a video about that, where it really wasn't available to the U.S., and that made a lot of collectors upset. Again, they are a new company, so they are figuring it out. They came out and said, "I'm sorry." And so I do kind of wish I had been able to get that Wonder Woman. I do worry a little bit about the longevity of those busts. We've heard
Come
anywhere.
on, Chris. Just be honest, mate. You really wanted that Robert Pattinson Batman bust.
I am very optimistic about him as Batman.
I am too.
I am.
He's a great actor, honestly.
He is.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, if you only know him from Twilight, then
I
you
mean,
gotta watch some of his newer stuff.
seriously, he's an amazing actor. So
Yeah,
I like
think
to
he'll be
give
fun.
actors. I think I like to give actors chances before I
Yeah.
even say anything bad about
Yeah.
anything. Because
Well, hey.
if you think about it, like a lot of people say Heath Ledger was going to be awful. Now
That's
everybody thinks
exactly
he's the
what I was
best.
going to say. Yeah.
Right.
The furor when Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker,
Everybody
went,
hated
what,
it,
that dude from fucking 10 Things I Hate About You? Are you serious?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I remember when everybody went ape shit when Michael Keaton was cast
Yes.
as Batman, and it
Yeah.
was Mr. Mom.
They were like death threats and everything else at the time. Like it was just,
It was crazy.
Hey, there was also backlash against Henry Cavill playing Superman. Oh, what, we're going to get a British person to play an American superhero? Really?
Yeah.
And
He's not
he's
even
probably-
from Earth.
he's
was
right
Christian
up there with
Bale.
Reeves,
Christian Bale's
in my
not
opinion.
American.
what do you guys think of that new the revealed Batman bust that Sideshow just revealed? What do you guys think of that?
I like it.
I do. I'm going to be honest. My initial impression was I didn't like it, but the
Mhm.
longer I looked at it, I posted. I've got this piece back here,
Mhm.
and I always say it's one of my absolute favorites in my collection. If I sold everything, this is probably the piece that I would keep.
Mhm.
I put it side by side in my group this week, and the more I looked at it, I still love them both, but I am really impressed with the new one. I do feel like it was, it's very similar to that Wolverine. It's got that big giant jaw.
Yeah.
Felt
Yeah.
it was
I
a little
think-
bit too big, but I like it. I think it's good.
I think they'll look great in your cave side by side, Chris.
Well, if I get it though, that one's got to go, and I don't know if I can
No,
see
man. Classic,
Oh.
modern.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you can get the Infinity one, and then have all three right there.
You know what you should do? You should move that Joker one and put the one that you've got there on the right to the left, and then the modern on the other side. And you can put the Joker somewhere else in with all the villains.
Yeah, and Chris, you have that Heath Ledger bust too, right?
I do.
You could put that. You could have like a Joker like bust and like a Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
see, Max, see, we're sexual chocolate.
Sure.
We're just on the same bloody wavelength.
Yeah, we're on the.
Well, I
Go
was hoping
spend
that,
Chris's
Queen
cash.
Studios do a actually, I want them to do a Michael Keaton bust, but I would love to see them do a Dark Knight bust as well to go with that Joker. Of course, the Joker piece was an unlicensed piece before they got the license, so they don't talk about that piece very much. I know Extreme Collectibles just did a review this week on it. It's a great piece. And speaking of this Batman, the new Batman here, I'm optimistic if this one does well, that maybe they will start doing other villains like Two-Face or maybe even a new Joker. So that does have me very excited. How do you guys feel about collecting busts in general? Would you guys pick those up? Is that anything you would add to your collection?
For me, busts aren't really my thing. I don't really have the space for them anyway. But if there was one that came out and that I just had to have, then I would contemplate getting it. But for me, busts are a realm that I haven't jumped into yet.
What character would you buy if you could buy one?
That's a good question. Maybe some type of Spawn, like a Spawn bust. Maybe that's what if it was really that'd be a hard one to pull off, I think, to me. But that'd probably be my go-to.
That'd be cool. How about you, Jeff?
Well, as you know, we have discussed the busts at length. I'm really thinking about the Queen Studios Infinity War Iron Man. I think that will look good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Would you get? Did you decide on the clean or the battle damaged?
That's the other thing I don't know.
I would also recommend that maybe you wait a little bit, be patient, because I've heard that there's going to be other armors
Mhm.
with Robert Downey Jr.'s face.
Hmm.
I don't know if that matters. I don't know if you'd ever have it unmasked or not, but
I don't know. The ones with the very realistic face kind of creep me out.
yeah.
I feel like I would walk past it and be like, "Oh, look, its eyes are following me," like that Jesus paintings.
Well, I can tell you that this Joker does that every time you walk in this room. It is creepy as hell.
Mm.
That's for sure. How about the rest of you? What do you guys think about busts in your collection?
I mean, I'm definitely not opposed to busts. I think there's some really cool busts. I don't have any right now. I did see the Hugh Jackman Queen Studios bust. I actually, that was for a customer and they canceled, so I actually have that. And I opened it and looked at it, and it was insane. It was one of the craziest pieces I've ever seen. I don't know if I'd ever put that one in my collection. If I was going to put one in my collection, it would probably be like a Batman or like something like that. Something that, or like a leather or a Ledger Joker for sure, or even a Jack Nicholson Joker.
You
But I
don't
think-
have to answer this question if you want to, but how have the busts been selling in your store? Like, are they? Is it high demand? Is it kind of iffy, hit and miss? Like, where are we at with people buying these things?
They're selling well. They're selling well. Like, I'll say that.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
what I figured. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like the quality is just second to none. Really, that's where I've been,
I mean-
really debating whether to add them to my collection or not. Again, I do worry a little bit about the longevity. I've heard 20 years. I've heard 100 years.
I think about the longevity thing. I mean, if you're going to spend, $2,000 plus on a bust, you should definitely buy an acrylic case and have like
Yeah.
an airtight case. And if you do that, it'll last for 100 years, I'm sure, So if you're leaving it out to the elements, then yeah, maybe it won't last over 30 years, but I'm sure if you take care of it, it'll last way longer than 20 years for sure.
Yeah, and on saying that too, I know that the high-end silicon statues and stuff like that they've used like to make the realistic face and stuff like that, you get a special powder that they say once a month you should just dab on it, and that to make sure it doesn't dry out and crack and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you're keeping it inside of your house in a climate climate controlled room, at least, then it'll be fine. You're not exposing it to sun and stuff like that. It'll last for a long time. Just take care of it. I think, because no company is gonna make a bust and say like, oh yeah, it's gonna in 20 years you're not gonna be able to display it. I don't think any company would do that because no one would buy it. So obviously they're gonna use high quality materials.
What he's trying to
my
tell you,
opinion.
Chris, is that by the time it starts to crack and that, you're going to be long dead. You'll have cracked before it.
I hope so. I mean, that's the crazy thing is that, I look at it like this. People were complaining about the 20 years. I still feel like, okay, yes, you're going to spend $2,000 or $3,000, whatever, on this bust. But if you enjoy it for 20 years, that's awesome. Like, I think of my collection. I've enjoyed my collection for, less than 3 or 4 years. So the thought of another 10, 15 years on top of that, like, wow, that's for me, that feels like a long time. And my collection and my taste change. But who knows, whether I'd have it in 20 years or not. I've sold a lot of pieces and I've got a lot of pieces that I love, but I've talked about that before on the show that I'm kind of like an ebb and flow guy. Like, I like certain pieces for a while and I want something new. So,
Yeah.
I think if you get 20 years out of a collectible, that's pretty great.
I think people, they wanna have that peace of mind, like, oh, if I want to sell it later, it'll be fine. I think they just want that, and that, you can't blame them when they're spending that much money. But again, like, I think that you'll get more than 20 years if you take care of it. Just like anything, if you take care of something, it'll last longer.
That's it. You leave it out in the sun and shit, and
Right.
it's going to fade and it's going to look crap. But
Right.
that's the same with anything. If you did the same with a high-end book,
Right.
you wouldn't leave it out in the sunlight or the
Right.
elements and stuff.
Right.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it kind of like a car. You want your car to last to get you from point A to point B, so you got to take care of it. It's the same thing with statues.
Yeah.
But even
And,
like
and see,
cars,
I'd say the same thing too, Chris, that with that, like the year that they give you, like say 20 years, that would be like they'd have to give you a worst case scenario. So worst case scenario, you're going to leave it outside, sitting directly exposed to sunlight, exposed to the elements. In 20 years, this thing's going to fall apart. Keep it in a Perspex cabinet in a good humidified, low humidity environment and stuff, and the thing's probably going to last 120.
Yeah. I was wondering.
It's like you buy a brand new car and they'll give you like a 10-year warranty on the body, but if you're putting fish oil on the undercarriage and you're polishing this shit with bloody wax every week and stuff, you're going to get a 50 years out of it, no problem.
Yeah. I was wondering what the upkeep of something like that would be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With from experience, people that I know that have like the some of them ECC ones and stuff like that, they get a special powder. It's like a combination of baby powder with some other thing like that and a little makeup brush, and you just dab it on and lightly dust.
That'd make for a good. That'd make for a good video.
You do that at least once a month.
That'd make for a good video.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you with your voice. And now I'm going to apply the makeup.
This is how I'm
going to powder my bust.
I might get real close to my bust.
Mm.
Then you'll always get that one guy. Oh shit! I used the wrong bag.
Hey, Julio. I'm so bad at reading these. I'm not sure how to say his last name.
Julio Aquino.
Aquino. He said, "Can you talk about insurance on your statues? Do any of you have insurance?"
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah. Actually, most insurers will allow you to just put it under your existing home and contents insurance. They just ask that you keep a record of like serial numbers, what you paid for them, and you keep your receipts and stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've used Collect Insure before. I don't use it currently, but I did use that before, and now I just use like regular homeowners insurance. And
Can you say the name of that again? Did you say Collector Insure?
It's called Collect Insure.
Yeah.
.com. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they do it. They do like that's more for like the high end CGC. You got an Action Comics #1 or something like that.
Sure.
You've got a CGC 10 grade. Get that shit insured through them for $10 million.
Yeah.
I mean, Todd, you said you had 300 pieces, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, I think a lot of people's collections are like over $50,000 at least. So
yeah,
that's you got to insure that seriously.
Yeah.
Mac, don't get the calculator out, mate. You're going to go and hang yourself if you do it.
Yeah, I think the last time I counted, I had maybe 35 pieces.
Yeah,
is where I'm at, but I haven't.
Yeah, but you got the third.
But a lot of them are over,
bro.
Yeah, and a lot of those are over $1,000. So it's gonna add to about 50.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those Prime One pieces in there.
When
you're looking at this way, when you're looking at Mac's collection there, and the Bane's probably the smallest statue he's got. That says a lot.
No. It's, no, I think the smallest piece I have is probably the 1/4 Wolverine from Sideshow.
Yeah, but he's a short bastard. That's why.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, just size in general.
Short and hairy, just like Akron.
Did you have any trouble getting it through your homeowner's insurance at all? Is that a difficult process?
No, that's what I said. All I asked was take photos of everything, give us an estimated price, and provide proof of that's what it costs, sort of thing. And when it's like when you say like a licensed company like Sideshow, they go, look, that's fine because they've got their prices up on their website. You know what I mean? And you can go into their archives and see what things cost. You're not going to be able to over insure shit. You do that for anything, and you're going to get raked over the coals when it comes time to pay. But if you just say, look, I paid this for that, this for that, this for that, they're usually sweet. They'll just go, okay, so you all up will insure it for this amount, new for old or cash replacement, and this is your premium. Done.
Pretty cool. That's something I need to look into. We've talked about it. I've just never done it, so I know something I should do. I feel like if you have a decent sized collection, and I know a lot of you out there do, a lot of you in the chat have larger collections, and I know it's hard and it's difficult to go back and calculate all that you've spent. It's pretty horrifying sometimes, but at the same time, you want to make sure that if you have a fire or any whatever flood or whatever, hopefully you can recoup some of that money. And I don't know if you'll recoup all of it, but at least some of it.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I have mine covered under my just home insurance. So kind of like, but it's, I guess I have receipts and video references of what I have too. So I guess it kind
You got to ensure that golden voice, bro.
I hear you, Jason. It's
You need to
The
be
golden
called
voice,
Lloyd's of
the
London.
golden voice.
I love it. I love it. Somebody in the chat asked about if anybody would be interested in a Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. line. Does anybody watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the group? Would that be something anybody would be interested in?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Nah.
I
I don't
it.
watch bad shows.
Oh,
I watch it. I like it.
I've never seen it.
yeah, I haven't seen it
I
either.
can't. Yeah, I don't know.
After season two, it just went like that.
What
Is,
about like Gotham figures, Gotham statues?
I'm not into Gotham either.
Yeah, I'm not into Gotham.
I never watched it, even though they used to film it not far from me.
Oh, that's
You know what got me off that show, Chris? That if you're going by that show as canon, by the time he becomes Batman, they're all going to be geriatrics in a nursing home.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard they were like, a lot. Yeah, I heard the same thing too.
Well, they're all in their 40s, and he's like a 12-year-old
He's like a kid. Yeah.
Basically, the show was not able to use Batman, and so what they basically did on that show, and I loved the show. I thought it was really good. Yes, it wasn't canon, but it still was that gritty Gotham that I love. And the cool thing about it was that basically Jim Gordon was Batman. They treated him kind of like Batman. He even has the voice, and he would growl and stuff. And so I always viewed it kind of as he was Batman in the movie or in the show, and all of his villains were around him. Of course, comic canon, Batman inspired all these villains to come out. So I can see why people didn't like it, but I really enjoyed the show.
So would you buy a statue if there was a statue made, maybe like a low end one or something?
There actually was, I think it was Kotobukiya. They did Jim Gordon, and then they did a penguin. And I saw it in person. I thought the quality was really
that's the problem with DC Collectibles, particularly with their cold cast porcelain ones. Some of them are absolutely amazing, and then they just go in quality in some of them.
Yeah, I mean, after having statues that are so detailed, but if there was a 4-scale line of those, I would consider it. I don't know. People kind of gave me a hard time with the Marvel bus. I said, the hype will die down after Avengers has left the theaters, and to some degree, that's true. I still like the bus. I still haven't decided, but I feel like being patient is a good thing. So it's the same with Gotham. Like, if it would have been 3 years ago when I was at the height of Gotham, but now that the show's over, I'm like, I don't know if I would still want to invest as much money or space. But there might be a couple.
You heard about the plans for Swamp Thing. Like, everyone was going on, oh, it's been cancelled. They're only meant to do one season because the season's going to tie into Justice League Dark.
I heard they planned like 3 seasons of Swamp Thing.
Initially, yeah, but then after that, they said, like, when Jeff Johns came in, he said, no, let's just do the one season and tie it into the Justice League Dark so they can start up the Justice League Dark with Zatanna and Constantine and Swamp Thing and the rest.
Oh, that's cool then.
LMNO Popsicle asked, how do we order from Todd? How do you order from you, Todd?
You can go to the website. I can write it in the chat if you want. It's specfictionshop.com. Here, I'll write it in there right now.
I just
I'll
put
be
it in
putting
there.
Links as well on my Facebook group. So when something goes up for pre-order, I'll from time to time I'll put that in there as well. I'll take you to the main page.
Okay.
So
thank you. Yeah, and then you can just PM me too. PM me on Facebook, whatever. Text me.
Absolutely.
Any form of communication works. So yeah.
Oh, and Chris, not too long till Titan season 2, brother.
I have not seen Titan.
Oh, you're kidding!
I don't have this. I don't have the streaming service.
but you have access to torrents that I've sent you.
I'm not good at all that stuff. I don't know anything about all that stuff. So,
Dude, it's really, put it this way, you're not going to get viruses through torrents, and that's the truth. Because when you open up the torrent file, you see that there's just a video file. That's it. And you're not going to be able to put the virus in a video file.
yeah. Well, I've heard really good things about that show. I know a lot of people are really excited about it. You obviously thought it was great.
Dude, Chris, you would watch that final episode of the first season, and I guarantee you'll be hard. Guarantee you.
I don't know what to say to that.
You can't really add much more to that.
Come on, man. I know you, and I know your sexual fantasies, which is where Batman just loses it and just becomes like full on psycho, and you'll get to see that in this show.
That's cool. You actually get to see Batman.
Yes.
And is it a crap
An
version of
actual
Batman?
Batman or a crappy Batman like Gotham did.
Yeah, that was awful Batman. I mean, just
Yeah,
it looked awful.
no.
That was like really bad.
Do you want a spoiler?
Serious
I
story.
can give you a spoiler just to give you a hint of what you can see.
All right.
So you'll actually see Dick Grayson put his foot on Batman's throat and crush it.
Oh,
Mm.
I think there's some resentment there, apparently.
More along the lines of Batman's killed the Joker and a bunch of other villains. He's gone off the deep end. He believes that his war hasn't worked. And the FBI call in Dick Grayson, who they know was Nightwing, to help them bring him down.
So is he actually Nightwing in the show?
Yes, he's not Nightwing yet. He's still Robin. But you've seen he burns the Robin outfit.
All right. So do you feel like it's canon?
Well, look, it's done by Jeff Johns. You know what I mean? So it's more his take on like the New 52. And like, you know how I'm not sure how many of the new comics that you read, but you saw in New 52, it went from where there was a bit of resentment but respect between Bruce and Dick. But now in the new ones, there's more of a you tried to turn me into something that I really am not. You know, you tried to make me like you, and I'm not like you. And he sort of resents him a bit for it.
People are saying, stop spoiling it, bro.
I was
So-
just going
so-
I was just
so there's
looking for it, and it's coming to digital and Blu-ray on July 16th. So you can
great.
just buy the whole season.
Jeff. It's already up on Pirate Bay, brother.
Yeah.
Easy TV.
So, real quick, Comic Addiction asked, who do you think the worst Batman was?
Oh, good
Val
question.
Kilmer.
Yeah.
You're going Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer. He wasn't the worst Batman, but he was by damn sure the worst Bruce Wayne that I've ever seen.
George Clooney.
Yeah, I was gonna say Clooney for sure.
Yeah.
Clooney was just okay. I'm here.
Yeah,
Where's
but
my
in saying
check?
that, was it Clooney? Was it Clooney or the way the movie was written?
It was Clooney.
Yeah, I would say it's Clooney.
I think it's both, but I think it's Clooney.
Yeah,
It was a bad movie, but Clooney just didn't give a shit.
yeah. Clooney's not Batman.
I mean, because Batman Forever was, I think, decent. I think a lot of people think it's
Come
decent.
on, man. There was nothing better than the scene when he ripped out the Batman Platinum American Express card.
Yeah,
You don't leave home without it.
that's all Joe
I
Schulnick,
I
right?
still enjoy all of them. You know, the first two were amazing. The next two were
Jeff, when I see that Poison Ivy and Bane, man, I die inside.
Yeah, Bane especially.
especially now.
Bane, especially, like
It's
shit,
bad.
man. From the origin all the way through to the end fight with him, I'm just like, but when are we going to see something of Bane?
158 people watching. Thank you guys again for sticking with us. Absolutely fantastic. Let's do another giveaway real quick.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So this, Todd, this is the last one. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this last piece from you?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the Tweeterhead Joker Classic maquette, I believe. So it's just kind of like a classic comic book Joker, I guess, is what they're modeling it after. But yeah, It's a really awesome piece. I think it's a 6 scale statue, and yeah,
Long sold out, right?
long sold out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that came out like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really
Sold
awesome
out
piece.
pretty quickly too.
Yeah, Tweeterhead makes awesome stuff. I love Tweeterhead. So yeah, enjoy it. Whoever gets it,
Thank you again for donating this tonight. I really appreciate it.
of course. Yeah.
And here we go. The winner is Billy Jenkins. See if I
It's a
can
nice picture.
show you that there. Yeah, pretty cool. He says, I think his actual name is Michael. Congrats on the 10K, Chris, and thank you for organizing this awesome giveaway. I love your reviews. Just seeing the amazing details that these studios put into their pieces are always my favorite part. So thank you very much, Billy. I'm going to screenshot that to make sure I have it.
The Tweeterhead Joker is the one with the green gas behind him, right? With the bottle and the cards.
No, not this one. This one is
Oh, the other one. Okay.
yeah. This is the classic one. So it's more like
Gotcha.
a classic comic Joker.
Gotcha.
That's the superpowers one that you want your
Oh,
talking
this is the Golden Age Joker.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I think was it Tweeterhead's one of Tweeterhead's first DC pieces?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the first DC pieces
The
weren't
first
they?
one was the Adam
Bat-
West Batman.
yeah, the Bat. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
right.
This, but
Yeah,
this isn't. Yeah, but this isn't the TV show Batman one. It's like because they've done 3 Jokers, so this is like I think he said the Golden Age Joker, something like that. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't want to keep the show too long, guys. Do you want to do pictures real quick before we do the Bane giveaway?
Yeah.
You guys cool with that?
How do you? Okay.
Let's see here. Let me go here.
This was the first Tweeterhead.
Oop.
Yeah.
Oh, wait here. Yeah. It's a great piece.
No one will ever beat Adam West.
It's great. All right, let me go screen share.
So Victoria, are you getting
Yeah.
that? Are you gonna get that Prime One Harley, the comics Harley?
Oh yeah, it's a yeah. Any
Right.
Harley that's ready for pre-order right now, I already have pre-ordered.
That's awesome.
I was just making sure.
Did you get the exclusive or the one with the
just the regular.
regular? Okay, that's the one
Yeah.
I got too. All right, can you guys see this full screen?
Yeah.
All right, so this is an Art Germ print that was revealed this week. Catwoman. I think it's a cool piece. What do you guys think of this one?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's on Sideshow.
Yes, I think it's going to be up for pre-order sometime next week, I think.
So I don't know if you guys can see this. I actually got the Art Germ portfolio, and that art print is actually in this,
Oh whoa.
along with the rest.
I'll stop sharing.
What all is in there?
So it's got. Can you see it?
Hold on, I'm going to go to you now. Hold on.
Hang on.
So is that a poster book? Is it?
So yeah, it's a poster portfolio.
Point to it, Mac. I can't see it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, but where's the Catwoman one's on there?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Where do you get that from? Where's the plug? Where can we buy this from?
Yeah.
So I actually got this from a comic book store. So local LCS should have those. But that's where I picked it up at. It was actually, well, it wasn't bad. I think it was like maybe $30 for the whole thing.
That's awesome.
Guess
Looks,
who's
I
looking for
like the
something
big
now?
size of it too.
Yeah, so you get a lot of his art prints in that book. It was released probably three weeks ago, I think.
That's awesome.
I think it'd be pretty cool to see some more Art Germ statues. I love his work.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. He has he's
fantastic.
working on statues now. He's working on a lot of statues
Yeah.
actually. And he's
I'm
like art
hoping that
directing a
he's-
bunch.
Going to be at New York Comic Con. I'm hoping. I'd love to meet him.
He's always at SDCC. So
I'm gonna go find him.
I think he goes
and
to
stalk
NYC.
him.
I'm very excited that the website shows that David Finch is going to be at New York Comic Con. So I've always wanted to meet him. So that'd be really awesome.
Awesome.
That Art Germ portfolio is available on Amazon.
Oh, very cool.
In Australia, it's available on the Penguin bookstore as well.
Jeff, if you could post a link in the chat if you want. if you're able to. Speaking of new reveals, this was the Scarecrow premium format that we were talking about. What do you guys think of this one?
I love it. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it at
Yeah.
Comic-Con. Yeah. Looks awesome.
It's a day one pre-order for me. It'll go.
Actually,
maybe-
I'm going to give credit where it's due to you, Jeff. That one that you listed on Amazon, it's actually $18.59. It's got 26% off at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Damn.
Add to cart.
I'm gonna say they're gonna sell out here real quick with everybody in here ordering one. So, did you guys like the base on this one?
I didn't
I
see
think
it.
this
I didn't see
is
it.
really cool.
No, I thought I had it in here. Maybe I didn't. It's got Jason Todd coming out of the grave like a zombie.
That's awesome. Sounds
And it's got,
amazing.
like, this purple like fear gas coming up from the grave. It's neat.
That's awesome.
It's a cool piece. I can't wait for that one. Another art print. This one's by Olivia.
Yeah.
Classic.
That's
Kelly.
Great.
She always does such great jobs. I always really like her work.
I just put the link for the art churn portfolio in the chat.
Thank you, sir.
Was it on Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay,
$18.59.
there you go.
What'd you pay, Mac? If you don't mind me asking.
I think it was between
$25.
$25 and $30 is what I paid for it. I just can't remember what it was.
Okay. Here's the life-size bust that we were talking about. Anything you would change on this? Do you guys like the chin? People were kind of harping on the chin a little bit.
I
Not
really
a
like.
fan.
I do like it. I do like it, but I feel like he kind of looks like Hellboy.
Yeah, that's actually
His chin looks like Hellboy, you know,
Yeah,
which I think is. I like Hellboy, but like I don't know, it's a little weird for Batman, I guess.
yeah.
But it's not bad.
It looks like Thanos' shin.
Now that you said that, Todd, I'll never be able to not see.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, man.
It's fine. It's fine. When I first saw it, that's what I was thinking. It looks like somebody, but I just can't put
Yeah.
my finger on it.
Yeah,
And now you said that,
if you painted it, if you painted it red, it'd be Hellboy.
absolutely.
It would be a cool conversion into Hellboy bust. That'd be cool.
I do think it's cool. I'm anxious to see the full reveal. And
It looks like the PF.
the new one.
Yeah.
Could see that a little bit. Let's see here. This is any Court of the Dead fans in the group. I take that silence as no.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've never been into the
Crickets.
Yeah.
Some people like it.
Yeah.
I do think they're really cool. It's nothing I would collect, but
I will admit I almost jumped into that, but then I decided that it really wasn't something I wanted to collect. But they're nice.
yeah, there's so much detail. I feel like
Yeah.
they put a lot of, and that's the kind of that's what I like is there's not really a reference, so people aren't going to tear it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just that's just more it's more space you have to dedicate to another other line. So
So I'll move past that. This was another reveal. We'll probably see it at at San Diego Comic-Con. That's the Colossus premium format figure.
Yep.
What do you guys think of this one?
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny because people, when it first went up, some people in some groups were trashing it. And then it was revealed right here that it was going to be sculpted by Daniel Bell.
And everyone went nuts.
And everybody
Yeah.
went nuts. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the one critique, like his pectoral muscles look kind of weird to me. If I'm really gonna nitpick here, Well, I don't know. It just looks weird. But that's it.
Some people felt it was kind of basic. But I think it looks good. And of course,
I think
people,
I think the exclusive is really cool actually because it goes with the Juggernaut PF. So that's actually really cool.
I know
Cool. But it's
A-Tam
more-
was really excited about that exclusive,
Yeah,
Thanks, Mac.
I know he is.
which is
Great.
awesome.
So yeah, I know that some people think that the XM is better. I know it's a little bit more dynamic pose, but it's nice.
I mean,
It's nice to have both options.
It just had a little
I
bit more.
I definitely agree with that because they're different. They're very different. And they're both awesome. I think so.
Yeah.
The XM had a bigger base too, didn't it? Like a big giant.
They,
base.
Yeah. They always have big bases, I guess.
They do.
You're probably going to take up the room of 2 statues with the base on the XM.
Yeah.
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 Prime 1's pretty much the same though with their bases.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, here you go, Jeff.
Oh, you're making me excited, Chris.
I can't remember who sculpted this one. Do you remember?
Daniel Bell.
Daniel Bell as well. Yeah, that's right. So this will be his first DC piece, correct?
His dream piece, he said.
Oh, dream piece. And it's one of yours as well, correct?
You know what, bro? Like, I'd feel the same way if I was forced to do Marvel stuff and I really wanted to do DC.
Yeah. It's a neat. What do you think the base will be like?
Probably. You know what? You know what I'd love to see as the base, the treadmill.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be different.
Mm.
It's a cool piece.
And I like that he's going the like just with the face there. I like that he's going the older barrier. And you know what? That one you're actually tempted to buy 2 of because you could actually just reverse the paint job on it, and you've got a reverse flash as well.
Well, they might do a variant.
Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna do that?
Thinking about it.
It'd be pretty awesome. Do you think there'll be like a different head sculpt for the swap out?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, so if you go by the comic book story, Eobard actually altered his face and that to look like Barry.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So when he took the mask off, he actually looks like Barry. So you can get away with exact duplicates.
It's cool. So this is a day 1 pre-order for you.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to get 2 of them.
Yeah.
I don't care if they make 50,000 of this thing.
It's coming home.
It's coming to Papa.
This was revealed since our last show with the professional pictures by Iron Studio. This is the Iron Man from I can't remember. Was this Infinity War or was this one from
Endgame?
Endgame. It did get kind of some attention because of the price. It was pretty expensive compared to the other ones. Jeff, I know you had maybe considered this one. What did you decide on this?
I don't know.
Iron
I've already
Studios
got-
usually charge a fair bit though for their quarters. That's why.
Yeah, this one was $8.99, and so that was 3 years ago, I think.
The deluxe on this one, wasn't it like 1,200
12
for the one?
Wow.
I think like that one. I think that's the deluxe.
Yeah.
Thought with all the light ups are cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
It's going
cool.
to be pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, with Legacy, the Legacy stuff is always a little more expensive, right? Because they work at the studio. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool though. It's a neat piece.
It's really cool.
I like this one.
I mean, it's basically 2 statues almost in one, you know? So,
Yeah, it's neat. You can really get 2 different looks.
yeah. So that
Even
makes
if you take the stuff off the back.
Yeah,
But cool piece. Let's see. Oh, I threw these in because they had 2 different covers revealed this week of this movie, and I am just so incredibly excited about this thing. Are you guys excited about this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
It has been confirmed it is a hard R. There's been all kinds of like spoilers on the internet. I've tried to avoid most of them. A lot of them you can kind of figure out from the trailer. But a lot of Oscar buzz already. I've heard that they might be doing a like a press screener in New York, so I'm hoping to maybe be a part of that because I do have a press pass.
That's awesome.
And supposedly him and Todd Phillips are both going to be there. So that would be a dream. So because I think this is going to be amazing. I threw them in there. This was another reveal. I don't know if this is a digital render or not, but this is Katana from Prime One Studio. This will be 1/3 scale. And they also said that Zatanna is printed but not ready to be shown yet. Mac, you're my 1/3 guy. What do you think of this one?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I don't know if I'll get it, but you never know.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are big Katana fans. I'm sure there's a lot of them out there. But it's cool that they're doing a character like her.
Yeah, I think so too.
Looks cool.
And I think she'll be really cool. I hope we see her this summer, and I hope we see Zatanna, and I hope we see Talon. I'd like to see that one too revealed.
Yeah.
By Prime 1. This is Kidpool. What do you guys think of this one? This was kind of a surprise here. I'm sure we'll see this one in San Diego as well.
This makes me laugh. When I
It's
first
funny.
seen it, I just cracked up. It made me think of the part in Deadpool, where he loses his legs. That's what it kind of makes me think of.
That's really funny.
He'll be small though, right? This is a kid.
Yeah.
Kid size, right?
Hey,
Is that the whole? Is that the whole piece? Is him?
I think.
The pool's the base, and then you
Yeah.
just in there?
I would assume. How much do you think
I mean, it
Sideshow's going to
looks
charge for
good.
this thing?
Too much.
Yeah.
That's too funny. I love it.
I just noticed those lightsabers. Did you
Yeah.
notice that? I never
Yeah.
noticed that.
That's funny. I think the inner tube looks really good here. It actually looks like plastic
Yeah.
or rubber or whatever it's made of. But I was like, that's really cool.
The rubber duck wearing the Deadpool mask.
It's a funny piece.
I wonder what the exclusive will be.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out
Yeah.
at the con.
Maybe a beach ball. Something you could put to
Yeah.
the side of it.
Well,
With a
Sideshow lately, all their
Deadpool face.
exclusives have been off to the side pieces, which I am not a fan of.
No.
And I think a lot of collectors are not as well. But I bet you're right, Jeff. This is a little bit more Prime 1 love here.
Yeah, I love that
Team
thing.
Predator. I think this one's kind of badass to me.
I love that thing.
I love all the skulls. A lot of options with this one. But cool piece. Anybody else like this one?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Is that their first Predator piece or?
No,
No.
that's
Yeah, they've done a bunch,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
but it's a cool piece.
Yeah,
Very.
it's really good.
This was a Red Sonja that was up at Sideshow this week. I think
So
this
it's like
was one of the con exclusives.
Not
Is it
big
like
on the
an-
face.
Is that like an animated?
I think so. I don't really understand the con exclusives because to me, con exclusives mean you can only get it at the con. But Sideshow has a number of these that are up for pre-order. But yeah, this is, I don't know exactly what it's from.
I think with a lot of con exclusives, it's you get it at the con and you get like a lower number as compared to if you order it online.
Oh, okay.
Then you get like a higher number.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like there was a couple like last year there was a couple con exclusive Batman Who Laughs, and I was just asking my friend about it, and he's like, it's a lot of you get the lower numbers at the cons, and then when you order it, you get like a lot of the higher numbers.
Cool. That's awesome. Here's another con exclusive. I know a lot of collectors were very excited about this one, and I know a lot of collectors told me they ordered this one.
Yeah.
What do you think of
Ordered
this
that.
one? What do you think?
Yeah. I ordered it and I don't
Yeah.
I don't do
I ordered it.
Yep. I don't
Yeah.
always I ordered it. Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. It's a cool, really cool piece.
Well, it's going to be a cool setup all on its own with the rock base and
Well, don't you think this one's just going to become like super rare too?
yeah. The other Stanley they did is
Yeah. It's very hard to find.
it's
isn't it?
very expensive.
Yeah.
Poor
So-
flippers. What are they going to do?
It's cool. It's a cool piece.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not sold out yet.
I'm too.
Yeah.
This one was an interesting deal because when I first started collecting Batman stuff, I collected Hot Toys back in, I don't know, 08, 09, whenever it first started. They had the Dark Knight stuff, and they actually had a Two-Face. I actually owned it. And then I started collecting statues. But this is not a re-release. It's completely new, different head sculpt.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good. I'm not sure if it looks as much to the actor to me as the first one did, but I feel like all the details are really good. The burn looks way better. And I
ordered him too.
I saw a video from Secret Base, and it to me it looked way better in the video than it does in these pictures.
There's a guy I follow on Instagram. He's actually one of the painters for Hot Toys, and he'll show like the head sculpts and everything, and it looks way better when he was showing them. Also, I just think this picture doesn't do it justice.
Mm.
And sometimes it's amazing to me that the photography doesn't really come across like it does.
Yeah,
but like I feel like
I'm glad to be able to get him now without paying eBay prices.
The photographer at Sideshow actually offered an excuse for that. She said that some paint applications that they use, it absorbs light. So when you're using like light and that when you're doing the photography, it actually looks a bit washed out.
Was that Victoria?
Yes.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, really. I follow her on Instagram too, and other than Sideshow, she has amazing photography in itself. Just really cool. But and you, Jeff, you were trying to say something. What did you say?
I'm glad they redid it because the old one it's hard to get it to unless you pay way like triple price or quadruple price for it.
I don't think they've made very many of them to begin with either.
No, I think it was hard to find right off the bat.
And you got this one too, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Cool piece. Let's see. I don't think I have very many. Oh, these are just some in-hand photos I captured. The Venom bust has started to ship from Sideshow, and I thought it turned out really good. What do you guys think of this one?
Yeah, actually, I saw that one when they were putting it together there, and it looked amazing.
Yeah, I like
a live unboxing on Darth Castle. If you visit their page, it was really cool to see this guy being put together. Pretty creepy.
Yeah, I think it's the best Venom bust they've made so far.
I think so. Just all the drool and stuff on the tongue looks really good.
Yeah.
Speaking of creepy, yeah, that'll do it. Kind of winding up here. This is some photos. XM head sculpt. Is this Emma Frost?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think her head sculpt's real nice.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Everyone's kind of complaining about the blue lipstick. What do you guys think?
Yeah, but it's because they've never fucking read a comic in their life, Todd.
Yeah.
That's what she looked like.
Right.
She didn't look like that in the movie.
January Jones. Yeah. I like it though. I like the blue lipstick one too. I like both the portraits. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I think she looks really good. Does anybody have any XM pieces on order?
I've got that Cyclops, the two torso option on the order.
Nice.
Through Spec Fiction as well.
Thank you. I have all the XM on order, so yeah.
Well, that's great. For your personal collection or your store?
No. Like for my personal collection, I don't get everything, but for me, I'll be getting the Cyclops for sure, and the Gambit, and I just got Dark Phoenix in actually, which is
that's awesome.
Really nice piece. Yeah.
Now I mentioned that Victoria is going to be our next featured collector. Would that be something you'd be interested in doing? I'd love to feature your stuff too. That'd be awesome.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm actually moving in August, so I'm moving to a bigger place, so I'll have a bigger collection room. So yeah, once that's all set up, I'd love to. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. We're still working on Mac.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right.
Come on, Mac.
No pressure.
Gotta do it.
I love it. I love those videos. It's so much fun to see other people's collections. I love it.
Yeah, I've got to
give other people ideas too of how they could display things.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
How it inspires. So that's really awesome. Well, I said I wanted to keep it a little shorter tonight. So again, 155 people watching still. It's awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Again, I want to thank everybody in the chat, everybody out there that subscribed. I want to thank the gallery tonight. Thank you guys very much for being here. You guys have been amazing. And again, I just, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys. Again, when I started this channel, my first video I put out, I just wanted to share my collection. I thought maybe somebody would be interested, and the love that I get on a daily basis, I am messaged and PM'd by multiple people every single day, and they ask me questions and they thank me for the content, and they want to know more about collecting. That means the most in the world to me, that you guys care, that you enjoy the content. So again, it really means the world to me. And I just thank you. Thank you again, Todd, for donating the items for the giveaway tonight. Thank you very much for that. I want to thank Diamond Select again for donating the items as well. And I also want to thank Sideshow Collectibles. Sideshow, thank you very much. They are the ones that have donated this guy right here. Again, this one is mine. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection. The one I'm going to be giving away is in the box. It is sealed. It is ready to go to you. All I'm going to need is your address and your information. So again, congratulations to the winner. Again, thank you all for watching. Can we do like a little drum roll here? Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, the winner of the Bane Premium format is Christina Rodriguez.
Congrats, Christina.
Rodriguez.
Christina.
Congratulations, Christina. She says, I like it when you do the unboxing videos. Congrats. So, Christina, I'll take a screenshot there. Congrats to you. Again, there she is right there. Congratulations on winning Bane. Again, if you are a winner, please go to thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. If you had your email address on the actual comments, I will contact you. I'll reach out to you unless you reach out to me first. But again, thank you guys so very, very much for being a part of this contest. Thank you again, Todd at Spec Fiction. Definitely visit his shop. Amazing customer service, amazing products there. Again, thank you to Diamond Select, and thank you very much to Sideshow Collectibles. They've always been very, very kind to this channel. I know that they appreciate the positivity on this channel, and the positivity in the groups, and the positivity in the chat. And so again, when we put positive things out in this world, good things happen to us. And I truly believe that. And so I just want to thank each and every one of you again for being part of all of this, being part of the Brotherhood of the Bat. Again, I couldn't do any of this, and none of this would be happening if it wasn't for all of you out there, you guys in the chat and you guys in the panel. You guys make me want to continue to do this. So thank you guys very, very much from the bottom of my heart. So thank you guys. Again, Victoria's video is going to be up here probably in the next week, I think. Again, I apologize for the Sunday night show. The reason I'm going to be out of town to my son's baseball game on Wednesday, and then I'm actually going to be on vacation the following Wednesday. So Rogues Gallery will be back at that point. I'll put it in the groups of when we're coming back. But thank you again for all joining us on a night that we usually don't have the show. So thank you very much. I'm going to quit rambling now. And you guys, again, thank you very much, everybody in the panel. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having
Good
me.
night.
Yep,
All right, we'll
congrats.
see you guys next time. Thank you again so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
See ya.
Nice to meet you guys. See ya. Bye.